The streets of Istanbul are abuzz as Turks prepare to go to the polls in a vote that could have a major impact on the country's future. Here, opposition supporters rally, but it's the incumbent President Recep Tayyip Erdogan who appears on the verge of a decade-long term, and it's been years in the making. Elections in June 2015 failed to bring about a clear majority, and Turkey's 4-decade-long war against the Kurdistan Workers' Party made it all the more historic that for the first time an openly pro-Kurdish party would be entering parliament. President Erdogan quickly called a snap election, and the gamble was resoundingly vindicated, with the AK party winning back a majority and paving the way for Turkey's strong-armed president to tighten his grip on power. But the win did little to dampen tensions. In the predominantly Kurdish southeast, protests and violence flared. Across the country, competing narratives emerged as to whether the Kurds or Islamic State were behind the chaos. By 2016, Turkey was soon to be rocked by what was set to be a watershed moment in the nation's political history. Turkey is no stranger to military coups, but few saw the events on the night of July 15th in 2016 coming. A coordinated attack by sections of the Turkish military across major cities moved to topple the government of Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Tanks and soldiers took to the streets, and explosions rang out across Ankara and Istanbul. But soon, thousands of Turks came out in defiance. Civilians, police and pro-government soldiers managed to defeat the coup, and the government swiftly declared victory.
This action is a betrayal. It is an uprising. Let me say ahead of time, they will pay a very heavy price for this betrayal of the motherland.
The price was high. 241 people were killed and thousands more were injured. The government blamed the coup on Fethullah Gulen, the leader of a widespread and influential religious movement. But questions remain over who was really responsible. In the wake, a state of emergency was declared that to this day has not been lifted. And more than 100,000 people were sacked from their positions, and 50,000 arrested in an unprecedented crackdown. The military was purged and universities lost their power to elect their own officials. Amid the purge, a referendum was held to give the president more powers. Erdogan came out on top, but he was widely accused of electoral misconduct. Allegations he brushed aside.
I don't care if they call me a dictator or whatever else. It goes in one ear, out the other.
All the while, the war with the Kurds and terrorist groups in neighbouring Syria rages on. Sunday's crucial vote looks to have only one possible outcome, but a defiant opposition will be hoping for change.